Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode playthrough. My name's Atley. Picking up where we left off in the previous episode, just leaving the watchtower in Wisconsin. So this is episode 2 of Wisconsin. And we're gonna basically do a bunch of scouting today. We're in the Grainwoods River map, is it called? Grainwoods River. So we're in the second map. Black Badger Lake we haven't got to yet so far in this series. That's where you would normally start, but as you guys will know, I unlocked the Paystar 5600 TS and that's given me access to the garage on both maps. And for fuel reasons mostly, I've elected to start in Grainwoods River. So we're just leaving the watchtower that we tagged at the end of the previous episode. And I want to run up this west side of the map. There's hazardous materials or hazardous something task that was exposed by the watchtower. I want to get that tagged and then make my way to the next watchtower. So we're just driving along in the Ford F750. We've got plenty of fuel in the add-ons. We've got fuel at the garage if we need it, which we'll probably end up popping back to pit top up before we go. We may end up going into Black Badger at some point in this episode. We'll see. Enjoying the lush green scenery. I've been told in comments that this map is quite a complicated one. Presumably the order of business is quite a challenge. So yeah, looking forward to the challenges. So I've kind of driven past that a little bit. There's a route here that takes you to the gateway. Fine. I want to get to this hazardous cargo. Yeah, I'll just backtrack to there, cross over, come in and get hazardous cargo. And then my plan is follow. Let's see if that's navigable. If not, get up to there, up to the road, come in and grab this watchtower. I want to focus on scouting really. I don't really want to do anything except scouting today. The vibe for me so far is quite a chilled out map, but I am told in comments that it's a bit more complicated than it looks. And some of that will be the crafting that you have to do. The logistics. Let's work on all-wheel drive. Turn off what we're driving in. Don't need it all the time in this truck. Back into this person's yard. See what's going on with this hazardous cargo. A landslide happened after a recent storm and carried away a few pallets of fuel oil tanks. They are a hazard to the environment and can even contaminate the river. Can you please pull them out? 11 grand, this must be quite a few of them then. Start tracking that, let's have a look. Yeah, there's looks like 4 from the map indicators. 5. So in this general vicinity, 5 slots. Yeah, you can see a couple in here. The rest of them might be down actually more close to the river. Okay, we'll leave that one tracking for a minute just so we can see where they are on the map as we go past. We now want to get... If that is passable, we can go straight up that cliff, but if not, we'll just go down the road and back. I'm in the Ford, it makes me brave. Not that brave though. Let's just go down to the road. Trail. See, there's a candidate to me of a field that they could add a farming task to based on the phase 8 edition of farming. Don't suppose they will, but given that they did with logging before, they've got a precedent for doing the same kind of thing. That field is a candidate to me that could have farming added to it if they chose to. Right, so sharp left-hand turn up this. All-wheel drive back on for the ascent. Don't go too fast. Won't be tipping over. I've got the S06E02 on the map, so it's not as if I'm without rescue opportunity, but a beautiful terrain, isn't it? I thought I missed that tree. I don't think I've seen any contests yet. I don't think I've exposed any. I think I'll go left here, but let's have a quick look at the map. Yeah. So if I go right, that's the couple of fuel things that you can see. But I want to get to the watchtower. So I think the sensible thing to do is up here, down to here, into the watchtower. And then I'll be able to see a lot more of this corner of the map. I'll turn those markers off in a bit. Because I'm exploring this area, I just want to have a rough idea of where these things are. But once I've got the map opened up on the watchtower, I'll probably be able to see them well enough to turn off those markers. But I can see from here that 3 of them are right down on the river. And then those 2 will be the 2 that I tagged on the map just now. And then that road underneath the bridge looks like it just becomes a washout cross-country route down to the river. Which we may drive in a minute, we'll see. Ooh. Misjudged that corner because I was looking ahead at what a nice little picnic spot this is, complete with a picnic table. Just did a bit of damage. So that didn't expose anything new in terms of the watchtower. But yeah, nice spot for a picnic. That's nice, isn't it? Let's do a cutscene. Yeah, beautiful terrain. It's definitely flatter, but surrounded by mountains. But I think the bit of the map is flatter. Let's have a look at that map now. That's metal beams, isn't it? But I'm told that there's only 2 metal beams on this map, so I assume they're 1 each. I know that some buildings give you 2 metal beams, but I'm assuming that's 1 each. Because in the comment I was told there are only 2 on this map, the rest you have to either craft or get from the other map. So I think the play is going to be to get down through there in something with a trailer. I haven't seen any trailers on this map yet, other than the fuel carrier. So what I'm going to do is back out to here, drive down through this bit, check out these, and then I need 4 slots worth of cargo to get those beams out, take them, fix North Bridge, and then once I've done that, I'll be able to use metal rolls in this factory to make more metal beams to fix the other bridge. Back her up, turn it around, and get down to that coastline and see what there is in the way of river crossings that this Ford might be able to manage. I'm going to park it there a sec. Engine off. Quick photo opportunity. Right. Onwards. Don't need to worry about fuel. I've got plenty in the roof for a minute. There's one of the fuel barrels. And another. What's my cargo truck going to be for this? The default, like, obvious option is to attach a force and buy another 4-slot trailer if I don't find one. So I've got a 6-slot cargo option. As much as I like the force, though, I kind of got a bit of a hankering for a like change. It's, I don't know. Well, it's an easy route to bring down a big truck anyway, so that's not a problem. And it is metal beams buildings. Let's see how many we get from each. I'm assuming 1 though, based on comments. 1 cargo left, and the other one will be the same. So, 4-slot capability coming down in here with a crane would get that sorted. And there's the 5th barrel. Right. So, hang on, let me have a look. So is that... There's tracks going straight to the water, so does that mean that is fordable in a ford? Looks like it to me. Yep. So that puts me onto the middle island. See where that's put me in relation to. Okay, so it's not put me anywhere near the trailer that I cared about, though, is it? Let it get dark while I was thinking. So, 1 infinity later, I had a little bit of a think about the map. I'm going to push onwards and maybe end up going in and doing a bit more scouting of Black Badger Lake. But apart from anything else, make sure I know in my head what my boarding options are if I want to come down this end without going near the bridge. So there's an upgrade up on this piece of land, but that looks to me like a pretty steep climb to get up on top of those rocks. And when you look at the map, that's like a big plateau, and I'm not confident about getting this truck up there. And then I don't know the point other than the fact there's an upgrade there, but I've also got a bridge to fix, which I can't do in this truck. That looks like well, it's a wooden bridge, but I'm assuming that means it needs wooden planks. I haven't got any yet. So I think what I'll do is I'll continue on this way and see if I'm able to get back over to here. And if I am, I'll probably come up to this corner, go into Black Badger Lake and do a bit more scouting in Black Badger. And just stick to, this is a scouting episode. Think about bridges and things in the next one. There's very clearly paths of rock across this water at this north side of the map. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you, devs. Let's see if that continues here, though. Before it gets totally dark on me. Is there a path across here? That looks a bit less. That looks like that just goes out into deep water. Let's use the camera trick. Drone. And then we'll have a little look. Maybe ford it here. A bit further south. Not here though, this is too deep. This would drown me, I think. What's that though? If I go a bit north then, that looks like that's fordable. That's a rock path over the river, isn't it? Great trek. We go north a little bit. And then that's a rock path, look. I think. As long as I don't get washed off it. That's quite fast moving water, mind, isn't it? Okay, that's a bit more dangerous now that I'm on it. Now that I'm committed. That's a bit more dangerous than I thought it would be. There's a strong chance I might have got washed off that then. I'm begging the Zix to come and get me. Right. Okay, so we're past the worst of the river. The tracks take you to there, so maybe that rock. Yeah, okay. That's an area to be careful of, people. You all know this game better than I do, though, really. Right, so where am I? Where am I trying to get to? How far did I do my waypoints? Not very far. So I've been here. I suppose I may as well look to get this upgrade, whatever it is. I clearly don't think it's anything important to me because I didn't get it last time I was here. I'll look at coming up this route, up here to the road, and then look at getting the upgrade from above. Keep going. Keep the pace up, keep moving. Sand pit, is that? It's not a quarry, is it? Some kind of a... Looks like it's got sandy edges. I wonder if that's been a sand quarry. But don't fancy falling in there. I think you might struggle to get out of that. Fuel. So refuel from my roof rack, small roof rack guys, and then I've still got 50, as I'll stick that in. Got 12 in there, 180 in the custom. So I've still got a fair bit of fuel there. Where is this upgrade? It's down from here. Question is, how do I get to it without causing myself to need a rescue? Interesting location, devs. Probably should use the drone again. Steady. No, that wasn't steady, was it? Right then. Autonomous winch. What are you going to do? What are you going to do for me? There's a nice trap that I just drove straight into. It's probably from the bottom here would have been a better angle. Gotta get myself out of these trees. My low side to that tree by the side of me. Just gently fall back onto my wheels if you don't mind. And then I think this would have been the approach, is from this low side, rather than trying to get down from the top. Well, these are pretty big trees, blocking my route by the look of it. Don't know that I'm going to be able to get past this one. So this isn't the approach then. There's obviously an easy route to do this that I'm not doing. Doing something wrong, aren't I? Maybe just loon it off the top and hope for the best. You can always fall downhill, not so easy to fall uphill. Nothing in front to winch to. What a crafty place to put an upgrade. I'm caught on my own roof right now. I want to try and just steer a bit higher up these rocks. See if I can fall past it. But I don't think so. I think that tree's been deliberately placed that anything bigger than one of those little tiny scouts isn't getting through there. That's done a lot of damage. Oh, hello. Losing fuel. Repair. All. Suspension is dead. There we go. Fully repaired, but that did a lot of damage. And used up a lot of my repair points. Okay. I see you. Developers. How have you done that for? A bit mean, I think. Especially when I don't even know what this upgrade is for. But I'm here now and I'm going to get it. Whatever it takes. There's got to be a route from this side, isn't there? I can't believe that you're supposed to just loon it off the top and hope. There's got to be a controlled route in. Of some sort. This looks like a tip hazard though. Don't like it. You're supposed to have a helicopter to get in there. It's mad, isn't it? You're supposed to get up there. Doesn't help that it's not daylight. Can't really see what it is I'm trying to do. Got the big engine on. This is just I'm just gonna end up rolling back down again, aren't I? There's another tree blocking it from this side. Let's look at a winch up my side to this tree and see if I can use it to give me some stability. Wow. I feel that was a lot harder than it deserves to be. This better be a damn good upgrade. Fine-tuned gearbox. Which I don't really care about. Or Tatarian Antarctic. So for the big trucks. For a bunch of the big trucks. Including the Zix, the Force. So it's a fine-tuned gearbox for quite a lot of the trucks that I own. I don't know whether fine-tuned gearboxes are any good compared to the off-road that I tend to prefer. But anyway. Yeah, that took a bit more time than I wanted it to. So we'll just quick look at where I am on the map. In terms of getting back. That's something that's tipped over. This task. I want to get back up through this gateway into Black Badger Lake now. Although I'm now worried about fuel, right? Because I'm into my reserves. I've made a decision. I'm not comfortable getting back out that side, because that's where the two trees are blocking me. I'm also not comfortable turning around on this cliff top, but if I can get back out the way that I came in. Oh, look at that. Look. That would have been easier to come down, wouldn't it? Not so easy to get back up, but let's put a rope back on. I'm a little bit worried about fuel because I'm in my reserves, but let's just keep scouting for now. And if I end up leaving this truck needing a rescue, kind of so be it, in a way. I'm going to try and drive out the way that I just came in. And then we're going to push on to Black Badger Lake. Now, fuel on this map, as we've already... Yeah, behind me. Some damage in this truck today. Fuel on this map, as we've already seen, $2 a litre. In episode 1, we got a bunch of fuel on this map. Looking at Map Runner, in Black Badger Lake, there's also fuel at $4 a litre. So there's going to be times when it's just more efficient to just buy it there than it is to drive all the way back to here for it, maybe. We'll see. Like if I'm in a scout over there and I run out, and paying $4 there isn't unreasonable. Because you got to factor the time it takes to get back otherwise. Do some damage to this Ford. I think I've said before that I want to see if there's a bigger front bumper for it, because it does seem quite prone to taking damage. I'm sure I know where I'm going. So up here, pick up the main trail, but grab that out of nowhere task on the way past and get into the other map. Get a little bit of scouting done in there. That upgrade wasn't really worth the time I put into it at the moment, but I'd have had to do it at some point. So that's a cargo loading area. What does that give me then? Presumably I have to unlock it with this. Out of nowhere, access to location plus 7.5 grand. A barrel truck was supposed to arrive at our warehouse, but you know how the roads here are. It turned over on the way. We have no machinery to flip it or fix it. Could you help us? For a fee, of course, plus access to location. And it does look like it's a recover and repair job. So let's track it and have a look and see if it tells us what type of truck it is. White Western Star. Oh, one of my old favourites. I used to really enjoy that truck. White Western Star. Quite a lot of repair points, but I could do it if I resupplied myself. Plus a bit of fuel. We've already seen on the map that it is down here. White Western Star. That doesn't look like that would be difficult to recover. So I just need the repair points in a truck that can pull it. I could probably do it in the Ford if I hadn't used the repair points and fuel. That'll be something that I'll do at a later date, now that I know what it is. But I suppose, does it tell me what this location will give me? I don't know what this location gives me when that's done. Alright. That could be quite key though. Find out what cargo you can get out of it. And then that may unlock something useful for me to unlock something else. On to the gateway, Black Badger Lake. Wisconsin, USA. Badger State? Is that what Friday's been calling this? Is that what Wisconsin's known as? Right, map. Again, I've been here, but I've done nothing really with it. There's more metal framing. 2 beams. Okay, so that site gives you 2 beams. That site gives you 2 beams. That site gives you 2 beams. That's probably easier to get to from the other side than the one down in that map. Watchtower. I probably should have come through this other gateway then. What the watchtower is there? There's a watchtower here, and I think this is my Pacific P512. Sat in the field there, waiting to be claimed. I drove this close to it and didn't notice it. Oh, hang on, no, there's a truck. There's one there. There's another truck there. What are those? Okay, one of those 2 is mine, I think. I don't know why there are 2 trucks there, but one of those 2 is mine. That looks more like the Pacific, maybe. I can't resist having a little sniff at that Pacific, so I am going to head in the general direction of the watchtower that's nearest this corner and see about that Pacific on the way. I don't know if it's one that you just drive to it and then you could jump in it and drive it, or whether you have to recover it somewhere for it to become yours. I also don't know if there are any fuel trailers on this map. I've found the one on the other map. I haven't found any others. But I have found a cheap fuel station. I don't know is if there are any trailers with reserves for me on this map. Another look. Oh, zigged when I should have zagged. Well, that's me unconsciously decided that I'm going to go this way instead. Okay, well, I should have gone down there. I'm not turning around. Something's pulling me this way, so I'm going to go there, follow this road along, maybe come in and have a look at whatever this is. But focus on trying to get to this watchtower. That's just about within the circle of that watchtower. There may be a task that's worth tagging, so... Okay, fair enough. I still didn't answer which way of these 2 I should go. I suppose I can afford to come down here and look. Because I can always get back out to the road by the look of it. Have a little look at this. It looks like a big quarry. When it's a map I don't know, I really should put waypoints down rather than just driving and following my nose, because my nose is going to lead me in the wrong direction as often as not. That looks... Oh, okay, there's a contest. Bit of interest. What is it? I'm not going to do it right now, I don't think. Quarry race. I don't think I'm going to do it now. 5 attempts left, so yeah, that's hard mode, phase 8. They changed it to 5 attempts for contests. 2.3 minutes. And on the map, what does it tell me? Okay, so it's waypoints, but it doesn't tell me where they are other than the first one. Finish it. So it's going to just be following around that quarry, isn't it? Give it a go. Let's live a little, shall we? So that's 2.5 minutes for gold. I've got 5 attempts. And I want to have a look in the quarry anyway. But I don't know the route. I'm literally doing this. Never done it before. No rehearsals. Always goes well, doesn't it? But this is probably the truck I would want to do it in anyway. Where's the next one? Keep going. Fair risk of damaging myself. Would I have been better turning around? I think the long and short run contests in Yukon, I was overthinking them. I think if I'd have just driven around, I'd have probably been alright. Just turn in there. I think I should... No, is that a turning or not? Brutal, but that's not a turning. That was a trap. That's just cost me 10 seconds. Are the others all down below me? Trying to pan the camera and see where I got to go. Try not to tip it. And then down here. There's one down there. I don't know if there's any more. I'm sure there was 5, and this is only... I've only done 3 so far. So this will be the 4th one, and I'm sure... I reckon... Okay, so that's going to be power generation needed for whatever that manufacturing area is. And then there's another one all the way back up the top. Look, great, thanks for that. Can I get through here to get up to that? Back to the start, is that what they're telling me for that? I don't know if this is even a route. It looks like a route, but it might be a very well played dev trap. Silver, 1 minute over the time. Not bad. Wow, not bad. Here's your reward. You deserve it for that speed. Silver. Accept. Engine off. But it did show me a fair bit of what's going on down in that hole. So there's cargo creation zone where I could make packaged sand. So yeah, sand quarrying is a theme here, I think. Generator area. So presumably put a generator there and that'll enable that cargo loading area. Okay, unexpected contest in the middle of what I was meant to be doing. Let's now backtrack to here and find our way to this decisions and consequences. A wooden framing up on the hill ahead of us that we can get if we need wooden planks. Hang on a sec. Hang on a sec, pal. Let's not be... Let's not be looning it off cliffs. We're reckless enough. So that contest, Possibly get the first one. Going all the way around was probably wrong. Possibly get the first one, and then take it down there to get to the next 3, and then come back up. I can already see a better route for that, but I'm not going to try it again in this. I might not even try it. You guys know, unless that's the only one that I haven't got gold on at the end of the season, I'm probably not going to bother, because I care more about 100% completion than I do about gold. Although arguably there's good money being thrown away by me when I don't do those contests. Let's treat that as a bonus contest, unexpected in episode 2. I don't think I would try it in a different truck than this. I think this was the right truck to try it in. I just, not knowing the contest, I think there's a better route I could have done. Let's pick up this. I did tell myself not to go there because I might sink, but I just had to test that new suspension in the wheels. Help me pull the car out, will you? I'll give you a reward. 2.5 grand, that's not much of a reward, but yeah, I'm a friendly person. I'll help you, love. Map. So there is a Chevy 1500 somewhere. It's down there, look, it's not far away. It's not even far away from where I am. Almost might as well just do that, hadn't I? It's only there. Is the delivery point back here? It's got to... Hang on, where's the delivery point? It is. There's no point not doing it while I'm this close. It would just be a waste of fuel to come back. It's got a roof rack on it with some fuel in it. I might even be able to get myself a bit of fuel. Yeah, a winch onto the front of it. Will do. It says deliver it. It doesn't say anything about repairing it. Yeah, it's just straightforward recovery. Let's steal a bit of fuel off the person. Hasn't got much in it. Mine now though. He's got some in the roof, so I don't feel too bad. Not leaving him dry. I think that truck should have been able to get itself out of there, to be honest. It's fairly well equipped with a snorkel and so on. Not too bad. Part of the suspension's lost, but the car looks viable, thank you. Off to the repair shop with me, so next time I won't get stuck. I would recommend putting some bigger, chunkier tyres on it, mate. But that's our first task. Is that the first task? I'm not sure. Don't really know where I'm going now. I am again following my nose. The most sensible thing to do. Engine off. I do know that there's a... I want to understand this lost supplies, and I'd like to get to this watchtower. Bridge isn't out, so that shouldn't be too bad, but it depends on what the ascent is like. Right, so we're just going to follow this down through here. I remember that shortcut. I don't mind that shortcut. All metal framing. tag this lost supplies and find out what it is, and then push on, grab the watchtower, and that'll be us done for this episode. Very productive. So down here is a shortcut on the map. Although admittedly I did it in a bigger truck than this when I was here before, but I didn't find it a particularly bad shortcut. I can't remember what truck I brought here. Was it? I think I brought the Taiga. If I remember rightly, I think I did the Taiga rescue. The Tamir Taiga, not the Taiga B. Obviously, I haven't got that yet on this playthrough. But I think I did the Taiga rescue to give me a truck that I felt would be able to come here and do the Paystar rescue. That was the approach I took. But that was way back in, I think it was Alaska days, wasn't it? I used to Paystar pretty heavily in Alaska. I can't see any Martian ants. Has that house got any tasks related to it? Oh, I can see Martian ants. There is a task related to that house, but I'm in terms of episode duration, I'm slightly running out of time, so I'm going to see what that is from the watchtower. And then I think the next episode we'll start here and see about running around this map to get the other watchtowers. Lost supplies. My friend was bringing me some spare parts, but some of them got lost on the way. Can I help them recover? 4,700. Start tracking. Let's have a look on the map, see where they are. So they're in this vicinity, and there are 2 lots of service spare parts. And they're over there, look. Looks like that's 2 lots of spare parts. If I can maybe pan the camera around so we can see them. There's definitely one. I think that's the other one. So his friend took a shortcut over this little bridge. Okay, crane lorry needed. Fine. Turn the map back around. And push on to here. And see what the route is. I'm just going to try here and then see if that's an ascent. Bit difficult to tell from the map. Looks a bit rocky. Nice bit of stream down through there. I like that as well. Yeah, that looks cool. So probably the main new mechanic that I've seen so far is that we've got to do the generators thing. I'm not sure how that works yet. Got to find out where you get a generator, whether you have to craft them, build them, presumably supply them with fuel, tow them into location, activate them when they're needed. So that's probably the thing that Wisconsin adds as a main mechanic. So that's the, okay, that's the gateway. Don't hit that. You're just going to end up in the other map. That watchtower I want to get to. That's a pretty steep bit of railway track, isn't it? Hang on, a bit of camera jankiness on the bridge, fortunately, but I was trying to look at that track, but that looks like a hell of an incline for a railway line. Railways don't like going that steep. Alright, so this is a bit of a rocky ascent, but not too bad. What's on my right? Let's focus on getting... Might as well tag that task while I'm here. I'm literally on it. Lost order. Did you see the train that turned over on the tracks? We have some barrels there. Will you help us bring them? 6 grand. Okay. Drop them here. There's barrels. Oh, okay, I haven't got to that yet. I haven't exposed that part of the map yet. Watchtower. And this looks like one where you crane the result onto a platform like we had in Yukon. So I like the way that they've added kind of new mechanics with each of the phases in the game. Every map adds and builds the complexity. Generators. Steady. Where are you, mate? Around here. Careful. Cliffhanger race. Railway bridge. Saving the farmers money, was that? Engine off. Handbrake on. Cutscene. And then let's have a look on the map. Railway bridge. Don't know what that needs. There's a fuel station here. I wonder if that is a $4 one or not. Some brick framing here, 2 lots of bricks. That's the first brick one I've noticed. Not money, it's machinery. Saving the farmer's machinery. That's the one I saw at the corner of my eye. We'll have to get down to that and tag that. Railway bridge looks like it's going to be a key one if it's to fix this. That's going to be a key transit option. And then there's a sawmill here where I can get... So why has it got wooden planks twice? Why does it show wooden planks twice? Unusual. There's a crafting zone for wooden planks. So it might be that it's got some in stock and then you can craft others. I don't know. Cliff race. That's presumably a contest, is it? Yeah. So, okay. Wow. Okay. Interesting. I remember watching Mr. Lone Wolf do that, I think. In various trucks. And I think that's a good place to leave it. In terms of the duration of the episode, that's the right place to leave it. I'm enjoying this so far. It's a nice map. It's not massively mountainous, but it's still got enough detail in the terrain to make it interesting drive. And nice lush green. Makes a change. I know it's SnowRunner, but it does make a change. I'll be bored of snow by the time I get to the end of a muir, so I'm going to enjoy the green while it lasts for this map. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this episode here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope to see you in the next one. But in the meantime, thanks and goodbye.